So, Kate, what days are we celebrating today?
Today is Gingerbread Cookie Day, and it's National Stuffing Day.
National Stuffing? Okay. As in the stuff that you put into a turkey, maybe?
It is the stuffing served with your turkey that some people can stuff the bird, and some people just, serve it alongside the bird.
It's not the filling in an Oreo.
Correct.
Okay, single stuff.
Correct. Have you ever been to a Thanksgiving where they served stuffing that was not to your liking?
Not really. Most times it's pretty good. Sometimes the stuffing inside the bird can get a little bit soggy, but it doesn't scare me away. No.
Yeah.
You?
My mom's family used to get together, like all the aunts and my granny would get together the night before Thanksgiving they'd call it dressing, to make the dressing.
Yes,
but I think it was just like a little girl party, get a little sauced before Thanksgiving, get away from your kids.
Yeah.
So they would make that stuffing, which I know hurts my mom's feelings, but I definitely did not like that stuffing. But it was way better. I was at a boyfriend's house in college, and his mom served oyster stuffing.
Wow.
Have you ever heard of oyster stuffing?
Wild. No, I haven't.
Neither had I until that moment that my nose was like, what is happening here? This is not a familiar Thanksgiving smell. Oh, it's my mom's oyster stuffing.
Was it something you brought to your nose to smell, or it just filled the room?
No, it was definitely like filling the room, overpowering.
Like a seafood?
It was stuffing like in a casserole dish, but it was really dried out and it was really thin. And I'm sure people who love oyster stuffing, it was probably not done as well as it should have been. Like they were saying that day it was overdone, but it stunk.
Better overdone than under, probably.
Right?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Either way, ew.
Ew. So you're going to make a gingerbread house? With it being Gingerbread Day or whatever? You guys
Gingerbread Cookie Day today.
Gingerbread cookie, specifically.
Gingerbread cookie, yeah.
Gingerbread house day is a different day.
Correct. Gingerbread cookies today. So I prefer to decorate them than eat them.
No, you don't like ginger very much?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No.
I think they're pretty good.
Yep.
So there you go, dear listener. Go out and celebrate with that does not sound like a good mixture.
No.
Gingerbread and
I do like stuffing though.
Yeah, stuffing's good stuff. Oh, how about that? Sorry.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not. Kate, Google Maps now allows you to search for a dish. Like you could search truffle mac and cheese near me, for example. That's the example they use. I know you're not a mac and cheese fan, but you can search for a dish and it'll tell you what restaurants close by have that dish.
No kidding.
Yeah, they just added it last week.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And then I imagine you'd see the star ratings, so you would know that you're not getting garbage, pizza or whatever it is you're searching for. And another feature is if you run across a photo, or if I guess you see it in real life and you don't know what it is, no one's there to tell you what the food item is, you can now search that food item, via photo, more or less, and it'll not only tell you where it is, it'll tell you where you can get it. A couple cool features there for your foodstuffs with Google Maps. Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That is really cool.
And then the final addition I wanted to mention is it's just specific cities now, so it will be limited to London, LA, New York, Paris, San Francisco, and Tokyo. So if you have plans to visit any of these places, it's called Live View, where you could pick up your phone and just kind of move around, point it at the area, and it'll show you the different places that are there, including on the other side of a building. So maybe you see a restaurant, like, oh, there's Chinese food over there. And it would just tell you, like, overlay it over the photo, including reviews and stuff. So pretty fancy food search now available in Google Maps.
What were the cities again?
They were Los Angeles, London, New York, Paris, San Francisco, and Tokyo.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And then I assume, someday this will be everywhere. That's exciting.
Someday. Matt, if you ever steal a car, don't hook your phone up to it.
Oh, then what's the point?
I know. A car thief escaped the police, but he was later identified because the car owner noticed that there was a device connected to it named Daryl's phone. And the police figured out who Daryl was.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That's so
So
interesting.
if you're going to steal a car, don't Bluetooth your phone to it.
Yeah, it's a good tip there. We are the number one show for car thieves. You know that, right?
I mean, just throwing that out there.
Yeah. That's good to know. How about the smart car technology? So nice.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Gotta steal an old car. And then use the cassette deck tape adapter.
Right.
And then you got to get the adapter so you can get your headphone jack back on your phone. Oh man, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah. Are you excited to eat cultivated meat products, Kate?
I'm going to need more information.
Lab-grown meat.
I don't think I'm excited about that.
Okay. The FDA has, so this is just one step, so there's multiple steps to go before this would make it to market, but the FDA has completed what they call its pre-market consultation with a company called Upside Foods, which is a company that produces lab-grown chicken specifically. And I think this is pretty kind of cool stuff, especially if it tastes pretty good. They take animal cells, so maybe you start with a chicken, and then you get some cells out of there. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. And then you grow it. And so then eventually you don't have to kill animals to eat them, more or less. And they wouldn't pollute potentially, because I've seen, they've been working on lab-grown beef as well. Not necessarily this company, but companies that are after that kind of deal. So I think it's interesting, and I think, lab-grown hamburger versus a vegan hamburger, the Beyond Burger stuff, I think it might be more appealing. I'm interested. I'd try it.
What's the difference? I guess plant-based is not creating meat. It's plants to taste like meat.
Right.
But in the lab, they're creating substance that is meat,
yes,
but didn't come from an animal.
Correct. You're right. There was no animal involved in it. It may have started.
The cells. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Right.
Is that more ethical? Just taking the cells versus having a chicken farm?
Yeah, especially since you wouldn't need a ton of chickens to get the cells out of. Right. And the environmental issues, obviously, as well.
Right.
So, which I guess that falls under ethics.
Okay.
Don't ruin the planet is a kind of ethical thing to do.
Correct.
Right. Mm-hmm. So there you go. We're one step closer to eating meat that was grown in a lab. And I know it doesn't sound tasty when it's put in that particular way, but I imagine it'll take off.
Put some A1 or ketchup or barbecue on it and you're good.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe one day Patrick Mahomes will be doing a commercial for, putting ketchup on a lab-grown steak.
Maybe.
Right? That's his thing, right? Ketchup on a steak?
Yep.
Monster. And then he can't be perfect.
Right. But at the same, I know we all kind of go, oh, Patrick, ketchup on a steak.
Mm-hmm.
But he likes what he likes,
Yeah. Even if it's wrong, people are allowed to like what they like. Unless it's murder. Unless they're into that.
You can't just leave it like people are allowed to like what they like, right?
Yeah.
It's so wrong, Patrick. Don't do it. But whatever, cool.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's been left okay now? Or do I need to leave it differently? Have I left it okay?
No, I just thought it was funny. Yeah, it's cool. It's wrong. It's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, it's an incorrect decision, but all right, fine. Go do it.
Matt, the house in Goonies is up for sale.
Wow, they're selling all the movie houses.
All the movie houses. Okay, this is Astoria, Oregon. It was in the 1985 movie The Goonies. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and, quote, exquisite views of the Pacific Ocean.
Real? Okay.
But they'll just sell this to anybody, $1.6 million.
Okay, it's not like we were talking on Friday about the Christmas Story house that's a museum, and they're trying to sell it to someone who is, quote, the right fit.
Right fit,
This one, they're just pay us a 1.6 mil, and that's fine.
There you go.
It's not as iconic of a house, I would say.
Knock it down and make it a golf course if you want. And
yeah, I forgot to mention that house better come with the leg. The leg's probably in the window, isn't it? I would imagine at the house. Okay. What if they have to sign a lifelong contract that says you have to keep this as a tourist attraction?
I think that's
So-
why they have to have it as like the right person. Whereas Goonies, the movie was, we're going to knock down your house and make a golf course. But right now they're like, yeah, 1.6 mil. It's yours. Do whatever you want.
Yep. That's enough for us. Thank you. I found tips on how to host Thanksgiving in a tiny apartment, Kate.
Okay.
First, you might consider using some extra chairs that you might have around as places to hold food items. If your table's not big enough, you could do that. An interesting tip here is to use cake stands.
Yeah.
To elevate
On the chair?
That sounds dangerous, right?
Uh-huh.
On the table. That way you could put additional food underneath the stand.
Nice.
I don't know if I'd want to, accumulate a bunch of cake stands in my 450-foot apartment, but, they say it has other uses. So, okay, whatever that is.
Right.
Don't be afraid to not cook something is one of the tips here, which, okay, yeah. Buy things.
Okay.
And tell more people to bring their own stuff. Oh, this is interesting. Your fridge, you can go in there and adjust the shelves. Did you know that, Kate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so consider doing that to make more room for your Tupperware that you would use ahead of time. So you could cook some food days in advance.
Okay.
They point out here like cranberry sauces and gravies would be good things that you could put into, cook in advance. And then mentioning using plastic bags like Ziploc so that you can maximize space in your fridge for that.
That's
as well.
super helpful after Thanksgiving. So instead of trying to put all leftovers in Tupperware, putting leftovers in bags.
Yeah.
Help you with room in your fridge.
You trust it with like liquid items like cranberry sauce and gravies too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the deal? When the seal and the Ziploc, when it changes colors?
Yellow and blue make green.
Yeah, that's it. Yellow and blue make green. That's what they used to say in the old commercials back in the day.
But I think they've changed. Wasn't that Ziploc? Because now Ziploc is pink and blue.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, well.
I wonder why they did that. Maybe it's cheaper or better for the environment. Who knows? Some of these decisions.
Who knows?
And then, if you don't have that much counter space, make it easy for yourself to clean up by laying down parchment paper or foil. And that way you can quickly pull those things up and throw them in the trash and then start it on your next item. Good idea.
Yep. It's a great idea.
And finally, there's no shame in takeout.
None.
Is the yeah. Embrace the takeout. Yeah.
Sometimes things don't work out the way you planned, and then you've got to pivot and adapt.
Yeah. Or you plan ahead and say, screw it, I'm getting Chinese food.
There you go.
Yeah.
How does a pigs in a blanket milkshake sound? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they like pigs in a blanket. No. Five Guys is now celebrating the holidays with pigs in a blanket milkshake.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's no pigs in a blanket in this milkshake.
What is in there?
What is in there, right? You would think there's pigs in a blanket, but it's vanilla.
Pig flavoring? Is it pig flavoring?
Ew. No. Vanilla soft serve shake has bacon bits, 3 servings of bacon, whipped cream, and a slice of bacon on top, which that's sweet, that's savory. I don't hate the idea, but I hate the idea of calling it a pig in a blanket milkshake.
Yeah, that doesn't make it sound appetizing, but yeah, the way you describe that actually sounds okay.
Right? It's a limited time availability through the end of the year at Five Guys. So you could tell people that you're going to go get your pigs in a blanket milkshake on.
Right, and then look at the horrified expression on their face.
There you go. You could even dip your French fry into this milkshake.
I'd still probably go with one of the other options there. But maybe not. Maybe this is worthy of trying. This may be one of the first novelty food items we've mentioned recently, because there's been some bad ones.
There have been some bad ones.
Like the fruitcake spam. This one might actually be sampleable. Okay. Well, thanks, Kate.
Sure.
Did you see the Birkenstocks that went for $218,750, Kate?
Whoa. It's out of my price range.
Is it? Not quite?
Yeah.
Did you hear about these?
No, I am needing a new pair of Birks, but those are not they.
Yeah. They are Steve Jobs' old Birkenstocks.
Okay. So they've got the Jobs funk on them.
Yeah, if you're really into that. No kink shaming. No kink shaming.
None.
Sniffing Steve Jobs Birkenstocks.
I mean, I don't even like to smell my own Birkenstocks, let alone somebody else's. But, I mean, you do you.
So he wore these back in the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
It says. And it's the same model that currently sells. That's interesting. Pretty timeless design, I guess. Same model goes for $125. So you could pretend that they're Steve Jobs shoes, maybe.
But they're all worn in and got his toe marks on them. And
yeah, not the same. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe this person that bought them can make a mold and then issue their own Steve Jobs themed Birkenstocks. I don't know. Just an idea. This is a good workshopping session here, Kate.
I just Googled what they look like.
Yeah?
I bet you they smell.
I do not have a photo in mind. Someone look for it.
I definitely underrated Birkenstocks on how comfortable they are. I got a pair for my birthday this summer, my very first real pair. And I wore the heck out of them just from July to probably 2 weeks ago because I love them so much.
Oh, not because they're toast, like you'll wear them again?
Yes.
And
I don't know if I'm cool enough to do the socks and the Birks.
I don't know that most people are.
But they do.
It gets kind of sweaty, right? If you're not wearing socks? Or no? Is the design of these...
I'm just thinking in the cold, in the winter. They're so comfortable, but I don't want to wear socks with them because I don't think I'm cool enough to wear socks and Birks.
You can pull it off, Kate.
I don't know.
You just have to rock them with confidence. You can pull it off. I heard that recently from somebody hey, if you wear something with confidence, you can pull it off.
Okay.
You've seen some of these celebrities, right?
True. I might have to invest in my sock game though. Socks and footies, maybe not so much or...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you know I have McFlurry socks?
No.
Did you know that? Yeah, I'll have to take a photo and share it with you. Or wear them one day around here. Yeah, I got them from the McDonald's site that typically franchisees go to buy gear for their employees. And I was like, that'd be hilarious to have McFlurry socks. There's a bunch of McFlurries on there and sprinkles and stuff. They look good inside Steve Jobs Birkenstocks. So how much do you think you could auction your Birks for, Kate?
Ooh, same price. $125 is what I purchased them for. They've got my toe grooves in them, which are different because I got some long old toes. Ooh, I bet you I could get $50 for them at a secondhand store.
Oh, not $218,750?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'd keep them then.
Matt, can you imagine having to retake your SAT because your test fell off of a truck somewhere?
No. I think all I took was the ACT.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Can you imagine taking the ACT?
That'd be annoying.
Dozens of kids in El Paso who had to retake their tests because their tests got lost in transit because they flew off of a UPS truck and got scattered all over the road.
Maybe it's good for them. Maybe they did better the second time around.
Maybe they did better.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
When I took the ACT and got the score, I was like, okay, that's above average. I'm not taking it again.
There you go.
Yeah, no way. So yeah, I'm pleased that mine didn't go flying off of a truck.
I kind of think it sounds suspicious, or is what my daughters say. That sounds sus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good old sus.
Good old sus.
Yeah.
How do we know it wasn't an inside job? They did terrible on their ACTs or SATs, so now we're going to blow up the truck.
So what happened to the truck again? It exploded?
The truck didn't get blown up. No.
That'd be so long as no one perished, that'd be hilarious if the truck just exploded.
As long as no one got hurt. No. These tests flew off of a UPS truck and got scattered all over a highway. 55 test sheets still haven't been found.
How does that happen? Okay.
Yeah. Sounds sus.
You sound so hip saying sus, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy with my kids. That's so sus.
Really?
I'm like, yes.
Yeah, bet.
It's not sus. It's tacos. Now eat it.
Bet.
Bet.
Am I right? Yeah.
Am I right?
What was the other one? What was the other slang that we're supposed to be using? You remember?
No, I'm trying to remember.
You, dear listener, told me some slang. It was a friend of mine who told me I should try out some slang on the Ute to have them call me out and be like, do you even know what that means? And correct, that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Didn't your nephew call you out?
No, it was a friend's kid.
Oh, it was a friend's kid. Okay.
Yeah. He was like, do you know what that means?
Not confidently, but I'll get by.
Like, yeah, I do. I've been saying it since I was a kid. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. All right, Kate. By age 11, 53% of kids have their own smartphone. Where are you at on this? Thumbs down, right?
My 10-year-old asked me yesterday why she can't have one because there's a third grader with a smartphone. And I said, yeah, but that third grader is calling her mom or dad to come pick her up. And here you are in my nice warm car. You don't need to call me. I'm right here, boo.
That's great. Elliot is 10, third grade?
Fifth.
Oh, yeah, you said the third grader had it. Yeah, fifth grade.
She was very upset that a third grader had a phone and she's in fifth grade and she does not.
Yeah.
Finley's about to turn 13 and she's in sixth grade. And as of right now, there's just not a need for it. They don't need to get a hold of me. If they do need to get a hold of me, we do have a house cell phone that I can send with them.
Well, they need to get on TikTok, Kate. Come on.
No. They do not need that.
No? Okay.
I know. That's why I really don't want them to have phones, because then they'll be on things that'll suck their brains, right?
Do you imagine you're going to freak out pretty decently once they have phones?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, you can turn on limits.
Right.
You could always use screen time and say, nope, you can't use that app at all. Nope, you can't install apps. I'm the one that has to do that. Or you can only be on this app half an hour a day. You could do stuff like that.
I could do stuff like that, yeah.
And my apologies to any kids who are listening whose parent just found that out.
Right.
Sorry.
Yep.
Didn't mean to.
I'm pretty stingy with screen time during the week. I'm a little bit more relaxed during the weekend.
With the kids?
Yeah.
Not with yourself necessarily?
Oh, no. Completely do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. I need it. With your Spano withdrawals.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I imagine I would do. And then you would need to comfort me with the story about how we were in the woods that one time and I got scared. Right?
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Saved by the Bell reference, dear listener. It's a go-to for us, in fact.
It's an easy one, for sure.
Yeah.
Matt, if you're tired of using Tinder, what are your thoughts of using a dating resume instead?
A dating resume?
Yes.
No.
No?
I don't like it. You're supposed to list experience that you've had with past people? Or?
Not experience so much as mostly about you.
Oh, okay.
Like things that you like.
You don't have to put a year range next to your ex's names?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, that seems like that would be not helpful.
This woman was tired of swiping, so she made a dating resume, and she was passing her resume out to men that she finds attractive at places like Costco, Home Depot, sporting games, and rock climbing gyms specifically.
Okay.
Her photo is on one side, and there's quick facts on the other, similar to a dating profile. She's got some videos of the process on TikTok. And I'm just wondering, how do you put contact information on there and still be safe?
She have references?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
No, we're not together anymore, but she's a good time.
Yeah, or just a friend.
Well, yeah. Okay, friends, yeah.
Who says, yeah, she's a reasonable person.
I would be worried about the security of it. How do you know you're not handing out your photo and things about you to a weirdo?
Well, yeah. How do you know the people that you meet on the internet aren't weirdos?
True. Or at the bar, right?
So she's handing this out at the bar? What's she doing?
She's handing it out at places like sporting games, Home Depot, Costco, rock climbing gyms.
Okay.
So she must like rock climbing or guys that rock climb.
And home improvement or guys that do home improvement, maybe?
Guys that know how to work their tools.
Yep. Whoa. Dirty Kate.
What? Home Depot.
Oh, yeah. Right.
You can build it. They can help.
Yep. Can you direct me to the... Nah, never mind.
No.
Drill attachments? That might work. I don't know. I guess I could have stopped when I threatened to stop, but here we are.
So if you don't want to do online dating, Matt, thoughts on making a dating resume?
And hitting up randos at various different places? No, I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I
think it could be different for dudes. Dudes could just give their stack of resume to their mom, and their mom
there you go.
Could go to Costco and
God,
sporting games and bridge clubs.
Yeah, I wonder how that would go over.
I think it could be fun.
You think you get a good hit rate on that? Okay. Sounds like a Matt and Kate challenge.
I mean, don't you trust your mom?
Yes, but I'm curious what
she'd bring home.
Exactly. Not just what she would bring home, but what the recipients would think of that. Like,
oh, your mom wants me to date you.
Right. This resume does not include a desperate reliance on his mother to find girls. Okay. Noted.
I think it could be cute. Would you be willing to try it for the show?
No.
I bet your mom would.
I bet you're right.